Hey, my schedule is pretty bad, but it's not my fault. Okay, maybe just a little. I was just done with my video and I wake up 3 months later with comments like, please don't be the next Danny. Someone please wait, what? This comment is from pure love. So Samataga, you should consider doing that will make it better would be to make it uncopy logged. Hehe. Also thanks for 1k subscribers. The first thing I did was, of course, make a new base plate and stare into the nothingness that also reflects my soul so perfectly. Anyway, the normal base plate looks bad, so I used my plugin to make it... Okay, wait, I'm editing this right now. Let's run that back one more time. So I used my plugin to make it... Did I just stutter? Now about the plan. Hear me out. Warframe. I love Warframe. So much the game couldn't stop telling me to hop off. So I of course made the most rational decision to just remake Warframe in Roblox. Now, it isn't that simple, because everything in Roblox runs on potatoes and tape. So I of course had to change the core scripts just to make this work properly, which did lead me to my midlife crisis and set me on my way to hatred towards Roblox. Anyway, I got the sliding up and running. Just don't look too close at the animation, like just squint your eyes a bit, rotate your head sideways, and it looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Now the bullet jumping.
Damn, what is that, bro?
Did I mention Roblox runs on potatoes and tape? Yeah, you did. And just look at the clip. Yeah, this thing, it's just a simple linear velocity with the camera's look vector as direction and a line orientation with the camera's negative up vector. Oh, and if that wasn't enough. And that just killed my motivation. I just played Warframe for 2 more weeks and then started working on my next game. This time around though, plan was different. I watched this YouTuber called Fudge and he made an RPG game. Yeah, I can make a better RPG game. I added Rojo. Oh, you don't know what is Rojo? Open a script in Roblox Studio and imagine it didn't look so bad. Oh, this isn't enough? What about string requires? Not enough? Okay, yeah, I don't have anything else. You can flex on your friends on Discord though. Anyway, I started animating and after 2 days of blood, sweat and tears, I had this. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. It's just depressing. More procrastination later, I got to animating again, and this time with Sensei Legedy's help. Dice trend do not matter if dice trend dies instantly. Thank you, Legedy. I was able to finally make something decent. This took me 4 days, by the way. And yes, this is Guts' word because he's just like me for real. So now is the easiest part, importing.
I see you tomorrow.
Why so serious?
I fixed it. Took me 5 minutes to fix it. I somehow followed the tutorial and did the bone orientation wrong. Sounds simple, right? So remember I said it looked perpendicular? Because you can get any plugin source, I just changed the source to just rotate it by 90 degrees and subtract half of the height from the handle. Yeah, that's how it took, and it took me 1 day, by the way. It's just that the torso somehow does quantum tunneling and we do not want that. So just remove the movement from it and now I can finally do the only thing I'm good at. Write things on the monitor. It didn't take me long to make the base system, just like don't jump while swinging. So you have a big sword but no enemies. So I made a testing enemy that is just me, which makes you realize that the real fight in life is not between you or someone else, it's between you and yourself. Anyway, damaging it does this cool little text and glow effect, which I definitely have not stolen from any other games. But do you know what else I'd like to steal? Some likes and a little bit of a button called subscribe. I also read every single comment, by the way. You can try me. Let's be real, the game looks blank. So after a bit of camera work, we have this, which is much better. Now what we need is to make it more dynamic. That's where our Roblox dungeon crawlers go wrong. So let's add some movement. And that's when I got enlightened. Mojo scripts are singletons. They get created only once during runtime. Basically, Mojo scripts are actually pretty cool, and we're going to use that for the abilities. Yup, abilities. That's what actually the first part of the arc name meant. You're always welcome in the country of China, by the way. Anyway, the ability I want to do is an upward fire slash. I made this slash using an anime girl and just stretched her a lot. And I think it turned out pretty nice. Just gotta install this little program to stitch the things together. It's not actually a virus, I think. Now just gotta put it in the game and like rotate it a bit. It didn't want to rotate. Well, I rotated it and added more particles, and it looks garbage. And after a bit, it turned out okay, but there was one problem. The particle is flat from the sides. So of course asked my dear friend if he could help. He told me to use a mesh for it, and he showed me the forbidden spin jitsu, and I had to rework my input controller, but in the end it was working. Now I gotta add more to the ability because it literally looks like it has no impact right now. So it's time to add rocks. You know how every time you're playing a fighting game and you see those rocks and you're like, damn, I want more rock. It already looks much better. I also added a cartoony style VFX to the sword swings because why not? And worked on the replication, which worked great by the way. First try, but the game doesn't really sound good. So for each ability I did a combination of sound effects and changed them up a bit, and I got this. Pretty good. But we have a problem. The enemies don't really do anything, so I woke up in 4 AM.
6:06 and I'm here going to script.
But I used something I usually try to run away from, not talking about women. Object-oriented programming. We'll have a mojo script with the basic methods of an enemy, add an index method to the base table of the mojo, which we will use in the new method, where we set the self to an empty table with the meta methods from the base table. So what the index does is, if it can't find it in the base table, it will try to find it in the index table. And now with the methods we call with self, we can use the self we defined. Apologies if that's boring, just something I was stuck on in my early days. Anyways, I made him a mage that shoots parts, and my time kind of ran out, so that's